Hi, my name is David Barron, and I will be presenting on the role of substance use as a moderator of relationship status and disclosure of HIV status to an intimate partner. So just some background, studies have shown that individuals with a main partner are more likely to disclose their HIV status than those with a casual partner. Additionally, keeping one's serostatus a secret is shown to increase risk behavior. And the risk behavior, which includes taking drugs or drinking alcohol problematically, has been known to um, be done by those infected with HIV in order to cope with the stress of having their disease, in addition to the pain that they feel with the chronic disease. And lastly, adolescents, which the study is mainly focused on, they will often disclose their status to their family or friends in order to receive support to relieve the stress that is associated with the stigma around HIV and AIDS in adolescents in addition to adults. So for my research questions, my first one was, is there a relationship between relationship status and disclosure of HIV status? And the second question was, does problematic substance use moderate this relationship? My first hypothesis was that being in a committed relationship would be significantly associated with greater reported disclosure of HIV status. And my second hypothesis was that higher levels of problematic substance use would strengthen this association. The data set that we used was collected by the Adolescent Medicine Trials Network for HIV/AIDS Interventions, or ATN, and the sample used included 2,225 adolescents and young adults between the ages of 12 and 24. 64% of the adults and adolescents self-identified as male. Most of them self-identified as heterosexual or straight. 82% reported not being in a relationship. 56 reported problematic substance use. 69% reported HIV disclosure to their partner. The data was collected using a self-report questionnaire that assessed demographics of the participants, the health behaviors, the mental health, sexual behaviors. The moderating variable that we used was CRAFT, which is a validated measure for problematic substance use. CRAFT stands for CAR, relax, alone, forget, family or friends, and trouble. The variable that we used was a sum of the score, which is on a 6-point scale from 0 to 6. So this was a table that was created with Jamovi doing binomial logistic regression analysis, and the important values are highlighted here, the estimate values being on the left, the p-values being in the middle, and then on the right are the odds ratios. This graph is also showing the difference between, on the left, single participants with HIV, and on the right were those who were either married, partnered, or had a boyfriend or girlfriend, so they were in a relationship. And this just shows the difference between relationship status and disclosure to intimate partners. So next, consistent with literature, relationship status was shown to be predictive of HIV disclosure to partners in this sample of adolescents and young adults. This was shown by a significant p-value of less than 0.05. Additionally, the odds ratio of 4 indicated that those with those in a relationship were 4 times more likely to disclose their HIV status to an intimate partner than those who were not in a relationship, which is interesting. This may be because people may be more comfortable disclosing their status to a partner whom they are committed to, which makes sense because they would be closer to them and trust them more if they are more committed to them. However, substance use was not shown to moderate the relationship between relationship status and HIV disclosure, which was shown by a very high p-value of 0.4. Substance use may not be a consequential factor as it relates to partner status and HIV disclosure. Although the data collected did not show that problematic substance use moderates the relationship between relationship status and disclosure of HIV status to an intimate partner, further research should be conducted on substance use in adolescents with HIV due to the common exposure of drugs and alcohol to that age group. Additionally, because we found that the odds ratio showed a 16% increase in likelihood of disclosure for every 1 point increase in CRAFT score, more research should be done to explore how problematic substance use affects disclosure of HIV status to intimate partners, regardless of relationship status. So here are my references. Thank you all for listening to my presentation. I would like to thank Joni Brown, Michelle Tang, Dr. Patrick Wilson, and the Sphere Lab for guidance during this research process. And my contact information is listed here if you have any questions for me. Thank you.